NBC 15 News starts now.
Now at 6, the big game is less than a day away now, and football fans are getting ready. But will the brutal conditions keep most of them at home? But first, here's a live look from our Capitol Cam after another snowfall out there today. Good evening, everyone. I'm Britni McDonald. It's been the big story all week. Winter weather continues to be a burden for many here in Wisconsin. We've gone from extremely cold temperatures earlier in the week to snowfall earlier today. So what's in store for the rest of the weekend? To find out, we turn it over now to NBC 15 meteorologist Brian Dukes with our Weather Authority forecast. Brian.
It's a few minutes. Brittany.
Okay, Brian, thanks. A school bus filled with middle schoolers collides with an ambulance in Washington County, injuring 6 people. It was around 11 yesterday morning in the town of Kewaskum. An ambulance traveling on Highway 45 was hit by another vehicle traveling on County Highway H. The ambulance then struck a light pole, entered the median, and hit a bus that was stopped in the turn lane. The bus was taking a group of middle schoolers to Sunburst Ski Area. 5 people were taken to hospitals, including ambulance staff, a patient being transported, and the driver of the other vehicle. 1 student also suffered a minor injury. A Des Peres man is dead after a snowmobile crash in northeast Wisconsin. The Florence County Sheriff's Office says it happened just before 2 this morning in the town of Tipler. The snowmobile apparently went off the road and hit a tree. The victim was identified as 48-year-old Russell Cross. Officials say he was wearing a helmet at the time but died on impact. Alcohol and speed appear to be contributing factors. Authorities are investigating a 4-alarm fire that destroyed a barn at a large Wisconsin egg farm. The fire was reported at the SNR Egg Farm in Walworth County around 7:45 last night. The company says in a statement that one of its 14 barns at the site was destroyed. No people were injured, but about 300,000 chickens were kept in that barn. The company didn't say how many were killed or how much damage there was, but says it plans to rebuild the barn while the others remain in full production. Well, tomorrow's the big day, and people all around Madison are preparing for football, food, and fun. But our business is worried the brutal weather will keep people at home this year. NBC 15's Max Hess went downtown today to find out. Max?
Party stores preparing for a day like tomorrow.
Okay, Max, thanks. And if you decide to spend your time at a bar or plan on drinking at a friend's house during the big game tomorrow, have a game plan. The Wisconsin State Patrol is urging football fans not to drive drunk. Last year, 3 people died in traffic fatalities in Wisconsin on Super Bowl Sunday. The State Patrol Bureau of Transportation says agencies will be focused on preventing drunken driving tomorrow. The State Patrol suggests people download the Wisconsin app that has a Find a Ride feature, blood alcohol estimator, and a designated driver selector. The patrol also notes that bars and restaurants participating in the Safe Ride program can provide a ride home for patrons. Today in Madison, a group of people celebrated an early Super Bowl Sunday of their own, but instead of dealing with pigskin, they were serving up soup. Anyone could come in from the cold for a hot bowl of soup at Madison West High School. It was put on by the UW-Madison student chapter of Habitat for Humanity of Dane County. One bowl was $15. A meal for a family of 4 was $35. And along with the meal was a silent auction of about 20 artistic bowls created by area artists. The money raised goes towards the construction of Habitat homes. Bucky Badger made an appearance along with some familiar faces of the NBC 15 staff. Those who showed up got to leave with a locally handcrafted ceramic bowl. Also today, more than 100 students from UW-Madison teamed up with Kohl's to help the homeless by volunteering at Porchlight. Porchlight provides emergency shelter, housing, and support services for people in Dane County. Today, volunteers gathered at the First United Methodist Church in Madison to clean the facility and put together personal hygiene kits for Porchlight residents. Volunteers said it was amazing to have so many students come out and help. Every year, Porchlight provides more than 420 people with more than 100,000 nights of shelter. Today's event was made possible through Kohl's Cares Associates in Action volunteer program. In recognition of the volunteer hours put in today, Kohl's Cares will donate a $500 grant to Porchlight.
Warm up and then more Arctic air, and we're going to continue that, it looks like. But tomorrow, Groundhog Day, are you excited?
I will be excited if the groundhog has good news for me.
If he sees a shadow, that means 6 more weeks of winter, and that's probably what's going to happen.
That's the low end,
see.
Right?
Yeah, but
just 6 more weeks.
Yeah,
we can get through it.
It could be an early spring if he didn't see a shadow, but it's not looking that way.
Are you predicting an early spring?
No.
What? What can't you
The groundhog might be true this year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You can't just say yes to make us feel a little bit better.
We'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Stay with us. We have sports coming up next.